Namaskar, welcome to the Spirit Talk series presented to you by Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards. I'm Richa Anirudh. और प्रेमेरिका स्पिरिट ऑफ कम्युनिटी अवार्ड्स, ये अवार्ड्स हैं हमारे देश के युवाओं को सम्मानित करने के लिए, टू रिकॉग्नाइज देम एंड टू ऑनर देम एंड टू अवार्ड देम फॉर द लवली वर्क ऑफ कम्युनिटी सर्विस दैट दे आर इन्वॉल्व विद। और पिछले 11 साल में हजारों यंग स्टूडेंट्स प्रेमेरिका स्पिरिट ऑफ कम्युनिटी अवार्ड्स का हिस्सा बने हैं और इन अवार्ड्स के जरिए उन्हें न सिर्फ सम्मान मिला है बल्कि एक एक्सपोजर मिला है, दुनिया को देखने का उनका नजरिया बदला है एंड दे बीन अवार्डेड फॉर देयर कमेंडेबल वर्क इन द फील्ड ऑफ कम्युनिटी सर्विस। एंड ये स्पिरिट टॉक्स हम इसलिए कर रहे हैं ताकि हम कुछ ऐसे स्टूडेंट वॉलंटियर्स से आपको मिलवा सकें जो प्रेमेरिका स्पिरिट ऑफ कम्युनिटी अवार्ड्स के सफर का हिस्सा रहे। And also in every spirit talk, we meet one very distinguished personality who embodies the values of the Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards of community service. और हमको वो उस शख्सियत से बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है। Let me just add here that last 2 years have been very difficult for all of us because of the pandemic. Our very distinguished special guest for this Spirit Talk is Mamta Saikia ji. She is the Chief Executive Officer of Bharti Foundation, which is the philanthropic arm of Bharti Enterprises. As the CEO of Bharti Foundation, Mamta ji has played a key role in project expansion and enhancement of quality standards and system efficiency. She has led the conceptualization of a new program which transfers the learnings and good practices of the Satya Bharti school program to government schools through the Satya Quality Support Program as per the vision of Bharti Foundation's trustees. She has served as the chair of the SAFRG and has been on the board of Resource Alliance UK. She has been honored as 2019 Influencer Lady by the AACSB International. She was also among the 100 Women Achievers of India in 2015-16 under an initiative by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. She has been conferred the Karamveer Puraskar, National Citizens Award for Social Justice and Action. So it's an honor for all of us to be able to meet Mamta Saikia ji in this Spirit Talk. And the two very brilliant, lovely youngsters who are joining us in the Spirit Talk are Vaishnavi Pandey. She started a campaign called Flawless Flaws to support acid attack survivors, and she ensures equal opportunities for them in the society. We'll know more about her work when she joins us. And Nakshatra Bansal will be joining us, who has worked in different fields. As a student of Modern School Barakhamba Road, he first started this campaign against drugs amongst his own community. He tried to create awareness through webinars, seminars, and interactions with youngsters of his own age. And he's also been fostering old age people, differently able people, and underprivileged children. There, his prime motive was to observe the meaning of life they give to themselves. That's really intense, and would love to hear more about it from Nakshatra Bansal. But let me first welcome our very special guest, Mamta Saikia ji, Chief Executive Officer of the Bharti Foundation. Mamta Saikia ji, welcome to the Spirit Talk. And it's such an honor to have Mamta Saikia ji with us today for the Spirit Talk, Chief Executive Officer, Bharti Foundation. Mamta Saikia ji, welcome to the Spirit Talk.
Thank you, Richa. Such a privilege to be here on your show. And I also understand that I'll be talking to two children who've done very good work. Also looking forward to talking to them. I mean, they inspire. They are really inspiration for all of us.
Yes, ममता जी, मैं अपनी हर स्पिरिट टॉक में ये कहती हूँ कि इन यंगस्टर्स के काम के बारे में जो हम सुनते हैं, जानते हैं, and they're doing such commendable work at such a young age, you feel very positive about the future of our coming generation. The world is in hands. But Mamta जी, मैं आपका परिचय उन बच्चों से कराऊं, यंगस्टर से कराऊं, उससे पहले हम थोड़ा भारती फाउंडेशन के काम के बारे में जानना चाहेंगे. आपका फिलैंथ्रोपिक वर्क किन किन एरियाज में होता है, क्या क्या काम कर रहे हैं आप लोग?
देखिए, भारती फाउंडेशन ईयर 2000 में सेटअप हुई थी और हम लोगों का फोकस हमेशा से एजुकेशन, क्वालिटी एजुकेशन रहा है. सो 2-3 बातें भारती फाउंडेशन के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. एक तो ये कि हम लोग अंडर प्रिविलेज चिल्ड्रन के साथ काम करते हैं. सेकेंडली, हमारे लिए गर्ल चाइल्ड और उसकी एजुकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. थर्ड, हमारा काम रूरल इंडिया में रहता है, विलेजेस में, क्योंकि हमारा ये मानना है कि रूरल इंडिया में हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट दे सकते हैं। सो हम लोगों ने 2006 में पहले हम लोग काफी काम किया, काफी एनजीओ के साथ काम किया, अच्छा काम किया, गांव में लाइब्रेरी सेटअप की और उसका काफी अच्छा इम्पैक्ट देखा। 2006 में हमारे बोर्ड ने डिसाइड किया दैट लेट्स सेट अप आवर ओन स्कूल्स। हम लोग अपने स्कूल्स बनाते हैं, सत्य भारती स्कूल्स, एंड ये स्कूल कंप्लीटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट होंगे। सो रिचा, मैं सिर्फ इसकी बात नहीं कर रही हूँ कि बच्चों को फीस नहीं देनी, ऑफ कोर्स बच्चों को फीस नहीं देनी, पर जब भी कोई गरीब बच्चा हमारे स्कूल में आएगा, चाहे उसकी यूनिफॉर्म हो, नोटबुक्स हो, टेक्स्ट बुक्स हो, पेंसिल्स हो, पेन्स हो, क्रेयॉन्स हो, मिड डे मील हो, वी विल टेक केयर ऑफ एवरीथिंग। सो उसका आइडिया ये था, उसका आइडिया ये है, हमारे अभी 173 स्कूल हैं इस टाइम गांव में, कि कोई भी बच्चा कम पैसे, पेरेंट्स के पास अगर पैसा नहीं है आपको बुक्स खरीद के देने के लिए, नोटबुक्स देने के लिए, तो कोई बच्चा ऐसे कारणों से घर में ना रह जाए। तो वी बेसिकली टुक केयर ऑफ, वी टुक केयर ऑफ ऑल द एंट्री बैरियर्स। अब बच्चे जब स्कूल में आए, एंड दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट व्हाई प्राइमेरिका अवार्ड्स लाइक प्राइमेरिका अवार्ड्स आर सो इम्पोर्टेंट, राइट? हमारा ऐसा मानना है कि ऑफ कोर्स क्वालिटी एजुकेशन इम्पोर्टेंट है, लर्निंग लेवल्स इम्पोर्टेंट है। आज की डेट में आई थिंक बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड एवरीबडी इन एजुकेशन सेक्टर इज वरीड अबाउट लर्निंग लॉस, राइट? पर हमारे लिए, और एक्चुअली रियल डेफिनेशन ऑफ क्वालिटी एजुकेशन अगर आप एनईपी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी भी देखें, वो बहुत क्लियरली कहती है कि बच्चों का होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट होना चाहिए, राइट? कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, ग्रिट, डिटर्मिनेशन, रेजिलियंस। आज की डेट में अगर बच्चे, बीच में 4-5 महीने स्कूल खुले थे, राइट? You saw that they were into schools, they were attending classes, they were excited to meet friends. There are large number of, and it's not as if these kids have not experienced some stress at home. They have, right? And Satya Bharati schools, we have happiness curriculum and things like that to make sure that kids bounce back, right? But it was their resilience which saw them through this phase, right? And हमारे बच्चों ने, you'll be very happy because it's linked to your program. बिगनिंग की फर्स्ट वेव में ही हमारे बच्चों ने, हालांकि वो गरीब परिवारों से आते हैं, जो घर में कपड़े थे, मास्क बनाए, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किए। इनफैक्ट इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम आवर टीचर्स। आई आल्सो गॉट द स्टोरीज, जब फर्स्ट लॉकडाउन हुआ था उन्हें पता चला कुछ पेरेंट्स के घर में कुछ हफ्तों के बाद अनाज नहीं था, राइट? सो दे कॉल्ड अप द सरपंच, दे मेड श्योर कि उन पेरेंट्स के घरों में अनाज पहुंचे। सो ये डीएनए की बात होती है। आपकी अगर टीचर इस तरह का काम कर रही हैं, देन ऑब्वियसली द चिल्ड्रन गेट इंस्पायर्ड,
न्यूज़ ट्रांसफर होती है।
वैल्यूज हमेशा, one is to teach values, one is, second is to experience values, and that way when these values are transferred, they are ingrained. तो हम लोग जो है, ये सिर्फ कोविड की बात नहीं है, हमारे लिए बच्चा बड़े होकर किस तरह का इंसान बनेगा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट? कॉन्फिडेंट, केयरिंग, somebody who is contributing to her village, her society, her parents, her family is very important for us. So हम लोगों ने अपने स्कूलिंग सिस्टम में, तो मैं इस टाइम ना लर्निंग लेवल्स की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ, वो हम assumption ही लेके चलते हैं कि we had very good trainings, we made sure there was exciting curriculum, teaching learning material, but हमारे लिए क्योंकि equally important था right kind of human beings हमारे स्कूल से निकले, हमने बहुत एम्फेसिस दी रिचा कम्युनिटी कैंपेन्स पे। हर साल हमारे स्कूल में 3 कैंपेन होते थे। अभी कोविड के 2 साल थोड़े ठीक नहीं गए हैं, 3 कैंपेन होते थे। पहला मस्ट था जून जुलाई में एनवायरनमेंट कैंपेन होना ही है, क्योंकि हमारे बच्चों ने पेड़ लगाने ही है। हम एक टाइम पे हमारी गिनती 70,000 ट्रीज पे पहुंच गई थी। छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं हमारे, मोस्ट ऑफ आवर स्कूल्स आर क्लास अप टू क्लास 5, राइट? हमारे सिर्फ 30 स्कूल्स अप टू 8 है और सिर्फ 5 स्कूल सीनियर सेकेंडरी, तो छोटे छोटे बच्चे हैं, राइट? जुलाई में वो कैंपेन मस्त था। अप्रैल में, जून में ये लोग एक गर्ल चाइल्ड कैंपेन करते थे। दे यूज्ड टू मेक श्योर कि कोई लड़की हमारे गांव में, जहां हमारा स्कूल है, और आसपास के गांव में घर में ना रहे, सारी लड़कियों को स्कूल जाना है। नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट सत्य भारती स्कूल जा रही है या गवर्नमेंट स्कूल जा रही है, पर कोई लड़की घर में नहीं रहेगी। और उस कैंपेन के बाद ये लोग सरपंच से एक चिट्ठी साइन कराते थे कि हमें कंफर्म करके दीजिए कि आपके गांव में कोई लड़की घर में नहीं, बच्चे जो है ना, वो एक्चुअली जब वो चेंज करने आते हैं, देयर आइडियाज आर एंड वंस दे आर कन्विंस्ड, किड्स आर वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट। तो हमारे सारे सरपंच बेचारे पहले ओथ लेते थे, गर्ल चाइल्ड ओथ, कि हम सब लड़कियों को पढ़ाएंगे। फिर वो कैंपेन ओवर होने के बाद उनको एक साइन करके डॉक्यूमेंट देना होता था। थर्ड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड दैट इज वेयर आई डोंट नो वेदर यू नो इट और नॉट, सत्यभारती स्कूल्स ने भी काफी प्रोमेरिका अवार्ड विन किए हमारे बच्चों ने।
अच्छा।
हमारे है ना, ये हमारी एक बच्ची यूएस तक गई हुई है अमंग द 6 ग्लोबल चेंज एजेंट्स। तो थर्ड कैंपेन जो होता है वो हर स्कूल को डिसाइड करना होता है बेसिस व्हाट इज द लोकल इशू द स्कूल इज फेसिंग, द विलेज इज फेसिंग। तो हमारी एक बच्ची थी, उसकी मदर विडो थी, राइट, एंड शी नोटिस्ड कि आफ्टर शी लॉस्ट हर फादर, the way her mother, whether she'll be called for functions or not and things like that, so she saw a lot of things have changed for her mother, right? So one day she was crying in her, so we have something called Bal Sabha, where we encourage children to talk about what is that issue that is troubling you, on which the entire school will come together and we'll work on it. So then this girl, I am not happy with the way my mother, I won't use the word कि जिस तरह से उनका ट्रीटमेंट हो रहा है, बट जिस तरह से लोग उनको पहले इनवाइट किया करते थे उतना नहीं इनवाइट करते हैं, उतना उनका सोशल कम हो रहा है। सो देन टीचर ने बच्चों से पूछा कि क्या हम इस इशू को लेके बात करें, और आप मानोगे नहीं, वो आई थिंक 2.5 साल कैंपेन चला, क्योंकि ये बच्चे जाके ग्राम सभा एड्रेस करेंगे, घर घर जाते हैं, सबसे बड़े बुजुर्गों से बात करते हैं कि हमें इस प्रथा को चेंज करना है। फाइनली आई थिंक वो 2-2.5 साल चला, उसके बाद उसकी मदर को जॉब भी दी सरपंच ने, और दे मेड श्योर दैट किसी भी विडोज को उस गांव में डिफरेंटली ट्रीट ना किया जाए, एंड दैट्स द कैंपेन विद व्हिच दिस गर्ल रीच्ड अमेरिका में, शी वाज द गोल्ड विनर, राइट?
क्या बात है।
बट हमारे बच्चों ने चाइल्ड मैरिजेस रुकवाई हैं। चंडीगढ़ में, अमृतसर में एक फॉग बहुत आती है, राइट? सो देयर वाज अ चाइल्ड हु लॉस्ट हर चाचा जी इन अ एक्सीडेंट, ओके? तो यू नो व्हाट दिस किड्स डिड, इन्होंने वो आइडेंटिफाई की सड़कों के कोने अपने गांव के आसपास में जहां ज्यादा एक्सीडेंट होते हैं, वहां पे एक तो फ्लोरोसेंट इन लोगों ने, सरपंच ने मदद की, ऑफ कोर्स कम्युनिटी ने, तो फ्लोरोसेंट डंडे लगे ताकि लाइट देने में वो चमके कि यहाँ पे मोड़ है या यहाँ से आप मत जाइए। सो हमारे यहाँ, मतलब आई गेट वेरी हैप्पी व्हेन गर्ल्स टेक लीडरशिप पोजीशंस। सो हमारी जो स्टूडेंट काउंसिल है, हेड बॉय हेड गर्ल, तो हेड गर्ल तो लड़की ही बनेगी, बट इन रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट काउंसिल ऑल्सो आई थिंक 60 to 70% ऑफ द चेयर्स आर टेकन बाय गर्ल्स ओनली, एंड इट्स नॉट एज इफ दैट टीचर्स आर सेइंग कि अच्छा इस बच्चे को ये चेयर दे दो। सो दे मेक प्रोमिसेस कि अगर उनको वोट दिया जाएगा तो वो क्या क्या करेंगी इस पोजीशन के अंदर। सो दैट इज समथिंग आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ। सो रिचा, टू समराइज इट, today we have 173 Satyabharati schools, right? हमारे लिए एजुकेशन अक्रॉस द कंट्री, हम 5 स्टेट्स में ज्यादा हैं, तो हमने क्या किया, ये जो 173 सत्यभारती स्कूल्स हैं गांव में हैं, गांव की ही यंगस्टर्स को हमने टीचर्स बनाया, उनको हम ट्रेनिंग देते हैं जिस तरह की हम एजुकेशन चाहते हैं। पर हमारे लिए ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि हम यहाँ से लर्निंग्स लेके वी आर वर्किंग विद गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स इन अराउंड 16 स्टेट्स। ऋचा, हम लोग जम्मू कश्मीर में हैं, लेह लद्दाख में हैं, असम में हैं, मेघालय में हैं, साउथ में कर्नाटका, तेलंगाना पहुंचे, हम 16 स्टेट्स में काम कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि क्या है, जो हमारे स्कूल्स हैं वो भारती फाउंडेशन के लिए इन अ वे लर्निंग ग्राउंड है। सारे चैलेंजेस हम फेस कर रहे हैं, विलेजेस में है, बी इट टीचर्स क्वालिटी, बच्चों के चैलेंजेस अंडर प्रिविलेज बैकग्राउंड से जो आ रहे हैं, इन सब चैलेंजेस को फेस करते हुए हम लोग अपनी कुछ गुड प्रैक्टिसेस, प्रोसेसेस बनाते हैं, लर्निंग आती है, जिनको फिर हम गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के साथ काम करते हैं। एंड गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स भी, आई मस्ट से, दे हैव very good teachers and principals, a lot of them. मतलब I have visited government schools and एक इमेज बनी हुई है जो ठीक नहीं है, बहुत ही inspired principals who know what they are doing, and there are teachers who are so committed to their jobs. उनको थोड़ी सी इंस्पिरेशन दी जाए, थोड़ी सी एनर्जी दी जाए, थोड़ी सी रिकॉग्निशन दी जाए। देयर आर टाइम्स वी डोंट रिकॉग्नाइज गवर्नमेंट टीचर्स एनफ,
रिकॉग्निशन की कमी होती है।
इन्होंने कोविड के टाइम गवर्नमेंट टीचर्स ने कितना काम किया है जी, राइट? So we don't recognize what they are doing. So we've had we're doing such good work in government schools, and we're so inspired by government teachers. So we actually, I believe that we're learning a lot from government teachers and government principals in the process. That is what our work is, Richa.
ममता जी, मैं आपसे पूछने वाली थी, हालांकि उसका पार्ट आपने आंसर कर दिया है, क्योंकि टीचर ट्रेनिंग इसमें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आपका जो विजन है, आपका जो आइडिया है, आप तो हर दिन गांव नहीं जा सकती, स्कूल्स में नहीं जा सकती, आपका आइडिया और विजन एज इट इज वहां तक पहुंचे और इम्प्लीमेंट हो, दैट्स द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज आई फील। तो टीचर्स को आपने कहा ट्रेनिंग देते हैं, तो मतलब क्या आपका कोई एक सेट करिकुलम है जिसके हिसाब से आप टीचर्स को ट्रेन करते हैं? मतलब क्या अलग होता है? जैसे आपने कहा गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के टीचर्स भी बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, लेकिन अगर मैं पूछूं सत्य भारती के टीचर्स में क्या खास है, तो वो क्या कहेंगे आप?
So, मैं पहली बात कंपेयर नहीं करूंगी, क्योंकि हर जगह चैलेंजेस अलग हैं और सिस्टम अलग है। मैं सिर्फ दो चीजों को मानती हूँ। फर्स्ट थिंग इज प्रोसेस, सेकेंड थिंग इज कल्चर। ओके, setting up culture is very difficult, Richa, right? And culture setting means कि from top to bottom you have to live the values every single day, right? हमारी जो है ट्रेनर्स ने और ऑपरेशंस टीम्स जो होती हैं, ग्राउंड के जो फील्ड के लोग होते हैं, we have made sure that we have handpicked each person, correct? Because when you are interviewing them, you have to, you get to know whether this person will fit into and would believe in what we believe in or not.
Yeah.
We have handpicked our people. Our trainings on how we do things, how we don't do things, what are completely non-negotiable for us. Not only they get trained, but it is very important that on regular basis, the leadership team, at every level is talking to them. Correct? Because one thing is giving training and then you forget about it. And when decisions are being taken, if they are not taken according to how the initial orientation said, then a person is disillusioned, right? Second thing is, what we have done is we've created either a policy or a process or a program around anything that we do. So which gives complete clarity, Richa, to the last person. तो अगर enrollment हो रही है, हमारी टीचर के पास फॉर्म होगा जो बहुत क्लियरली कहेगा कि किस तरह के बच्चों को आपको प्रायोरिटी देनी है. She will not be confused. She will be very clear, right? अगर कोई बच्चा ठीक से पढ़ नहीं पा रहा तो it is very clearly said कि please do not give a stress to child. You figure out what are the issues child is facing, and there are teachers. Our teachers go to to the child's home. If they have talked to the parents, they talk to the parents. If they believe that, I mean, I've had stories of that children who cannot concentrate. So आपको गांव में शायद हमारी टीचर को टेक्निकली नहीं पता चलेगा कि this child has attention deficit disorder, but they are being trained on it. So they have made sure that these kids also are, how are they occupied so that their energies are being spent and they're enjoying themselves in the school. So we have a girl child policy, so which very clearly tells teachers that how we have to make sure कि enrollment के time लड़कियां आए, how we have to make sure कि जब attendance हो रही हो, please देखो लड़कियों की attendance drop तो नहीं हो रही, कहीं ये तो नहीं है कि घर में कुछ काम है और लड़की को रोक लिया गया है. If results are coming out, please see लड़कियों के results क्या हैं. बाहर बच्चे कंपटीशन में जा रहे हैं, लड़कियां जा रही हैं कि नहीं देखो. तो ये हम किसी की इमेजिनेशन पे नहीं छोड़ते हैं. देयर इज अ गर्ल चाइल्ड पॉलिसी व्हिच सेज कि टिक 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 ये 4 चीजें हैं, राइट? सो ये 2 चीजें हैं जिनसे वी हैव मेड श्योर दैट जो सत्य बात है आपने हाँ, ये 2 चीजें हैं व्हिच आर मेकिंग श्योर कि हमारा सिस्टम एक ही रिदम के साथ चलता है.
बहुत बहुत मतलब बेहतरीन तरीके से आपने पूरा समझाया, एंड आई एम श्योर यू रनिंग इट एज एफिशिएंटली टू. यंगस्टर्स का मतलब एक तो हो गया स्कूल के बच्चे वहां पर, लेकिन जैसे हम प्रिमेरिका स्पिरिट ऑफ कम्युनिटी अवार्ड्स की बात करते हैं तो हर साल हम इतने अच्छे बच्चों से मिलते हैं जो कम्युनिटी सर्विस, स्पेशली ना ममता जी, मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि जो महानगरों के बच्चे हैं, मेट्रोस के, कई बार वो एक ग्राउंड रियलिटी से डिस्कनेक्टेड भी होते हैं. Until unless they get involved in community service, उन्हें lesser privileged बच्चों की प्रॉब्लम्स, सोसाइटी की प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं पता होती कि गांव में एक जो बच्चा रह रहा है मेरी उम्र का, वो क्या परेशानियां झेल रहा है। मैं जब अपने एयर कंडीशन घर में पेरेंट्स की सारी लग्जरीज में पढ़ रहा हूँ या पढ़ रही हूँ, तो क्या कोई इस तरह का आप एक कुछ ब्रिज भी क्रिएट किया है क्या भारती फाउंडेशन ने, वेयर the youngsters in the metros can probably go and volunteer or intern with your organization?
So again, two things मैंने compare करना बिल्कुल उसमें believe नहीं करती, क्योंकि Richa, I believe that the so-called children in privileged schools and privileged, homes, each child has some context or the other that we may not be aware of, right? So children are facing their own issues. I mean, if we know that there are issues of drugs, if we know that there are children committing suicide, right? So, right. So the issue is all children face some issue or the other. What the kind of education that we have to give is that as a human being, irrespective of the place where you are sitting, you should develop a sense of empathy. You should develop a sense of openness to understand where other people are coming in, and you should have a belief in your power to make a positive difference in other people's life.
Can other kids like in the cities can go and volunteer for Bharati Foundation schools, Satya Bharati schools, and interact with the rural kids? Mera sawal.
All right.
Is there a volunteer or intern program?
All right. So what we do is, before COVID, of course, we used to have exchange programs with some of the schools. So we have a lot of schools in the villages of Ludhiana, right? So we partnered with one or two schools in the cities of Ludhiana. And again, both side होता था रिचा, क्योंकि मेरा बिलीफ यही है, तो हमारे बच्चे उनके स्कूल जाते थे और उनके बच्चे हमारे स्कूल आते थे, and they used to spend the day together. And I remember principal of one of the privileged schools, एक बार हमारी क्विज में हमारे बच्चे जीत गए, correct? So the principal of one of the privileged schools of Ludhiana, she called me and she said, Mamta, I think the biggest learning for my children happened today.
Wow. Yeah.
Right?
We need to bridge that gap.
Exactly. Yeah. So, of course, not only Bharati Foundation, I know of many privileged schools, they're making sure that their students get exposure to what is the reality of people living in villages or people living in underprivileged situations. And many schools have very good programs, and I think they're doing wonderfully well.
Yeah, and Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards, honors and recognizes so many youngsters every year. तो चलिए इसी नोट पर मैं आपकी मुलाकात दो ऐसे youngsters से करा दूं जो Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards का हिस्सा रह चुके हैं. They've already been awarded, and they're doing wonderful work in community service. So let me introduce you to Vaishnavi Pandey. Empowering acid attack survivors, Vaishnavi Pandey, a class 10 student of Tagore International School, Vasant Vihar, has started Flawless Flaws, a campaign to support acid attack survivors and ensure equal opportunities for them in society. And we're also joined by Nakshatra Bansal, student of Modern School, Barakhamba. He saw this drug culture around him, and he became a part of the Foundation for a Drug-Free World, wherein his team holds webinars in schools, public meetings, awareness rallies, etc., in order to facilitate people to understand the truth about drugs. And a second very important initiative that he's got engaged with a number of NGOs, fostering old age people, differently abled people, and so-called underprivileged children. So Nakshatra and Vaishnavi, welcome to the Spirit Talk.
Hi, Nakshat.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
So
afternoon,
good to
ma'am.
meet both of you. Oh,
Pleasure to be here.
And I must say this, every time for every Spirit Talk, I get a very long introduction of the student volunteers, but I don't read it out because हमें अच्छा लगता है आपसे सुनना कि आप क्या काम कर रहे हैं, So I just read it out in very brief so that we could hear from you more about your work. So Vaishnavi, can we start with you? What are you doing?
All right. So I'll take you back to 2017. I was in the 8th standard then, and we were having this cultural fiesta in school, and I was a part of the Dramatic Society. And as a chief guest, we had Miss Lakshmi Agarwal, who's a very famous acid attack survivor. So she was the chief guest then. And when she came into the room, I'll be very honest here, I had this feeling of sympathy, I had this feeling of pity. And so I performed for her. I went on stage, I did my bit, I came down, and then she went on stage and started to talk about her journey. And the moment she began, the entire auditorium lit up. And it was then that I felt empowered as a person. I felt empowered as a girl child, as ma'am was saying. And I could really see the sparkle and the power in her eyes. And that was the moment when I decided that I really wanted to do something about the whole hideous crime that acid attack is. So I started out with my dramatic society only. We went on to do street plays in slums, in bastis, in public places such as in Delhi, in metro stations. And that was 2017, 2018. But then it also occurred to me that just spreading just sensitization workshops and the Nukkad Natas that we were conducting was probably not enough. What really required was that we start collecting funds, because acid attack survivors really require a lot of funds for their surgeries, for their post surgery medications also. So that is when the idea occurred to me that we should probably start having cultural fiestas in school. We should start really funding. We should get all students together. And that is when in 2019, I set up a campaign in school. It's a community outreach program called Flawless Flaws. I believe the name itself is very self-explanatory about the idea behind the whole campaign. And that's what started as a small thought is now a campaign where we have more than 100 students from my own school and from different schools in Delhi. And we not only now raise funds, we have sensitization workshops, we spread awareness about skin donation. We also have sensitization workshops in which we actually go ahead with survivors and train them for job interviews. So we've been successfully employing 2 to 3 acid attack survivors in the hospitality industry. So that has been my work, and it is a constant, as I had said earlier also, it is a constant journey. It is not something that I've done. It is something that is in process. It's sustainable, and I hope to keep working towards it.
Wonderful. Vaishnavi, I just felt like, I could keep listening to you and you could keep speaking because, we need leaders and communicators like these youngsters. Jo, lovely. Nakshatra, what you are doing, I have to put in a very personal note today. I've never done this. This is the first time in the Spirit Talk. I'm a sister who's seen her brother struggle with addiction for 20 long years. And and the whole family suffers. So I know when you talk about it, and it's not only drugs, it's alcohol, it's different kind of medicines.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
know what a family suffers when there's an addict in the family. Thankfully, because of our support and everything, he's a de-addiction counselor today. But yeah, so what the work that you are doing is something very close to my heart personally, because as I said, we've suffered. So tell us about your work now.
Okay. So yeah, probably this all started in ninth grade, I would say, and I was a very very naughty kid. Not the leadership type as you would assume, but the leadership type in the sense that there has always been a second person, third person observer in the back of my head who's curious, like, what is he doing? Okay, he's doing XYZ thing. What is the reaction of other students going to be, and what is his own reaction going to be? And I have seen with my friends as they grew up, indulged into all these things, alcohol, smoking cigarettes, even in school. And I know a fair amount of children from other schools as well, and it is a common issue. And parents are very very unaware of this. They think that
Yeah,
हाँ
because
मेरा प्यारा सा
they pick
बच्चा
up
है कुछ नहीं
so
करता.
early in life. They
Sorry,
pick it up so early in life, in class 8th, 9th.
right?
They pick up these habits so early in life कि parents तब तक aware हो ही नहीं पाते.
हाँ मतलब that's a very very big problem. So what my work has been, it has been mainly to spread awareness, doing webinars and seminars when it was in person, meeting people, and not just saying instructing ki don't do drugs is a very authoritative way. It's more interesting to ask them why you first engaged in it and why would you want to get out of it. I ask them that, okay, everyone says you should leave it. Why should you leave it? You tell me. And when an eighth grader, ninth grader answers you this question, their answers are very, again, curious. So yeah, it has been that. And a very important. So this was a thing that was maybe a little bit flashy that I could tell to others. Okay, this I have done. I have taken webinars and all of that. But the second thing is probably much closer to my heart. I visited a lot of NGOs with old people and young kids, and I just talk to them. So my favorite thing is to talk to them, talk to the older people, and how are they living life. People age 60, 80 years old, 85 years old, and they're probably differently abled. Some cannot talk straight, and it's very interesting to talk to them and how they sort of hold on to life. If you like, I talked to them about literature, about news, about politics, and all of that stuff. And in that, sort of the meaning of life, how it differs uh, in a child of age 8 to a child of age 80. And educating about them about the drug culture. Many of them were drug addicts, and then they sort of rebounded. Um, and educating them about so-called psychological problems, ADHD, dyslexia, as ma'am was talking about it. It's a very apparent problem. So also, like, talking about education, I got a lot of my friends to come with me to NGOs and just, sometimes tutoring those children, because I personally love teaching and discussing. So what our education has been historically, I would say, is more of a knowledge gathering rather than a holistic development of human, the human. So it's like, in the physical world, humans have done extraordinarily amazing with technology, how far we have advanced, but sort of totally disregarding the other side, which is the psychological side, and how vibrant a human being is. And people are setting them into the patterns of society. So, making children aware about that, that's a thing that I do. So for example, like, these recent developments, SpaceX launches, and what is the macro image of the future of humanity. If you ask these children these questions, to 10-year-olds, to 20-year-olds, and to 80-year-olds, very, very different answers come, and none of them can be disregarded. Why should we make, for example, human a multiplanetary species? If I ask these children these questions, they have amazing solutions. So yeah, that's probably my work.
Mamta ji, do you want to ask Vaishnavi and Nakshatra something about their work?
Yeah. I very fascinated listening to them. I almost, living their journey, imagining their journey, imagining his visits, and her auditorium where she was sitting, listening to, So very fascinating. So this is a question I normally ask my kids as well. Two questions, right? It's a common one for both of you. You can answer them together. First is, in your journey, I'm sure there must have been moments of self-doubt, fear, right? Sometimes worry, because when you do work like this, it's a huge responsibility, huge responsibility. So what helped you? Was it your parents, friends, some teacher, right? How do you overcome those moments, both of you? And the second question is, while we say that we are helping other people, but I believe that in the end we help ourselves, right? We grow as human beings, as people, as professionals. So your work, what has it added to you, your life?
Yeah, about the self-doubt part, there certainly has been a lot of self-doubt. Am I the right person to convey these feelings, or why should I be, am I assuming a state of so-called authority when I'm educating children on these things? Who am I to educate them? But as we move along, we learn that teachers are the best learners, and in some of the discussions, I ask them, what should be the greatest profession of like, if you were to choose a profession, if you could be paid for anything, what would you do? And many of the people answered they wanted to be a teacher, but apparently a teacher is not paid so much in our society, and that's all right. I mean, so learning as we do all of these things is it's a task and accompanied by self-doubt. Okay, I would say that. And about the parents part, yeah, so I would take trips with family, yeah, like family trips, and I would, मैं बहुत ज़्यादा जिद करता था कि हाँ, I want to visit at least 2-3 NGOs in whatever area you're going, or visit just schools or universities there, and I want to talk to these children, and they will be like, नहीं हम घूमने आए हैं तो let us enjoy. I'm like, no, this is enjoyment for me. And there's a sense of hostility. Are you wasting your time in some way while doing these things? But I would say, throughout your journey, it teaches you an extraordinary thing, which is compassion. Um, to grow as a human being, you have probably 70, 80 years to live, maybe more. And how do you want to live that? And like, not what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do now? What makes you happy? And it's probably not sitting at your home all day eating chips or sitting in the AC or whatever. That's something to think about, and that
Beautiful.
probably would make you into a humble human being.
Very
Yeah,
true.
that's
Completely agree with
I,
you.
Even I completely agree with Nakshatra. So, taking on the first question about challenges. So, setting up a campaign, as I was saying, is a challenge every step of the way, because I was in class 9. When you're in class 9, I'm a 14-year-old. My own friends were not listening to me. That you really, if you have an idea, you're just saying all of this in the air because you probably don't know what you're talking about. You're saying this right now, but 10 days down the line, you wouldn't even remember that you had such an idea. So, really convincing my own peers, really convincing my own teachers and the people in my surroundings to actually implement something was, I believe, the first challenge that I faced. And then every day was a new challenge. But another major challenge that I remember from my campaign journey is that when we started volunteering and actually getting jobs for survivors, one thing that was very important was to actually convince the families of the survivors for them to let them work, because most of these survivors are from lower income groups and they come from conservative families, and they're mostly 85% are females, and their families do not allow them to work. So it is very difficult fun for them being survivors. They're already socially excluded. You're from a lower income group, you're a female, so you're already socially excluded from society. Plus, because you are an acid attack survivor, there's a lot of times that there's such a stigma around the entire thing that people do not give you jobs. Your own family does not want you to work anyways, and then you feel so powerless because one, you do not have a job. So that is where the idea of giving them jobs came into being. But to actually convince their families that please let them work, this is what will give them power, this is what will give them a financial power over themselves, was, I believe, one of the biggest challenges that I have faced personally in the entire journey. But I believe in the end it all turned out really well, and as I said earlier, it is a constant stride. Also, connecting to this is what I learned from the entire thing was, because back in ninth grade, I believe I was a very reserved person. I was living in my own bubble. I had my own life. I had my 5 friends. That was my entire life. When you actually start talking to people, when you actually start communicating with people with such different and diverse life backgrounds, people who are living such different lives from myself, it really opens up to you. You really start thinking about how things are for different people, how different people are living such difficult lives. All of us, as ma'am said, I believe, Mamta ma'am said that all of us have our own problems, we have our own issues, we're all dealing with them. But when you actually start communicating, when you actually start talking to people, it not only helps you to understand yourself better, but you have a new sense of understanding for all the things around you. So that is what really helped me. I think I grew as a person along the way. It's been 4 to 5 years now, and every day there's something new to learn about myself, from the things that I'm doing for other people or for the things they're doing for myself.
Perfect. Okay,
So
now the two of
wonderful.
you, tell us about, so beautifully explained. Yeah. Now I want to hear about your journey with the Primerica Spirit of Community Awards. वो कैसे हुआ? And especially how have you evolved? How have you, how has it inspired you to, keep doing your work that you've been doing? So how have the awards helped, Nakshatra?
All right. So how I started was, again, I used to do all of these things through grade ninth, but as I progressed in grade 10th and 11th, I like started to put a significant amount of time doing these things. Earlier, it was just a like fun task, as it might be for many people. Like doing NGO work is a fun task, but then I got really serious about it, and for that to continue that, I had to educate myself, to educate those children and the elderly. So I did one of my favorite things. I designed a I like to play chess, so I designed 3-player and 4-player chess on Illustrator and printed on flax sheets, and didn't do it at home. I did it at the NGOs with those children, and they were like, use these colors, put my name on this, and all of that. And then I used to play it with them, and also made like Battle Galaxy game where there's a starship, and you have to fight it, and like Galactia, I think it's called. I made that one also with Python programming, and I taught programming to those children. uh, that was a fun process, when you're learning with them. And this is the journey that I wrote about in Pramerica, and I believe that why should anyone why, if I'm doing community service, what is it for? You have to ask yourself this question. And after that, probably a little encouragement from award is nice, and while doing the applications, you realize a lot about yourself, how much have you done, because you keep making these milestones, or as Steve Jobs would say, you keep creating dots, and when you look back, you see them connect, actually. So it was useful, and probably it was also useful in university applications, of course, having an award to show that, okay, you have done all of this. Because and yeah, it you evolve with it. Your voice evolves with it. You become a better orator, better writer, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Vaishnavi?
Yes. So back in 2019, I heard from my senior, Chaitanya Venkateshwar. She had won the gold medallion at Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards for her community outreach program. So she's the one who told me about this. And from the moment I heard of it, I really wanted to participate because I thought that it'll bring a sense of recognition to my program. My project basically is about sensitizing the community. It is spreading awareness, and spreading awareness, if I'm able to get that recognition, because trust me, it is a very big platform. Promerica Spirit of Community Awards is a very, very big platform to actually go there to talk about what I am doing in a very closed environment, with only 2000 people probably. But when I came to Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards, I knew I would get that recognition for my campaign, and that is where the roots of my project work, that whatever I'm doing would spread, and it would spread to more and more people. So that is why I applied. I was very happy to reach to the top 16, and even in the award ceremony I met so many young people who were doing some fantabulous work. They were engaged in such beautiful community outreach initiatives, and it was sustainable campaigns, right? So it was very nice to talk to them about. I'm still in touch with a few of the silver medalists from that time. So I believe it was for the recognition. And even after I won, one of the very incentives was to win the 50,000 rupees, because my campaign is basically about funding the acid attack survivors also, and it is not very easy
Yes,
to
it was
get funds,
important.
because I am a student, so it is not really easy. Every year we're able to get around 2 lakh rupees, but the funds that I got from winning the Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards really helped me, because by 50,000 rupees, now that 1 lakh thing that I raise every year, it went up by 50,000. So that helped me to help Miss Makima, who's an acid attack survivor. It helped in her surgeries. So it directly changed lives, I believe. And even today, if I tell people that I won that award, it legitimizes the work that I am doing. So I believe that is more the reason why all student campaigns should apply to such to such competitions, because it not only recognizes it, it inspires, it empowers, and it legitimizes your work. So I believe that has been my journey with Spur America.
Wonderful. And this is the exact message that we want to give to all the youngsters who are involved in community service. या फिर आप ऐसे किसी youngster को जानते हैं, तो please pass on the message. And the applications are open for this year's Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards. Last date is 31st January. तो अब ज़्यादा time नहीं है. Let me tell you where you have to apply: spiritofcommunityindia.com, www.spiritofcommunityindia.com. That's the website where any youngster who's involved in community service needs to go and apply. And Vaishnavi spoke about recognition, Nakshatra spoke about the encouragement. ये सब तो है. 2 national winners को 3.5 lakh रुपए each की scholarship है, and then there are certificates. But yes, every time this is what we say, more than money and more than the certificates and medals, it's the recognition, it's the inspiration that you get from the Pramerica Spirit of Community Awards. Also, you get to interact with a lot of other young leaders who are involved in community service. तो बहुत अच्छा idea exchange होता है. So please, if you are a youngster who's involved in community service, or if you know someone like that, please ask them to apply before 31st January, www.spiritofcommunityindia.com. On this note, Mamta ji, I want to thank you, but I would really want to hear one closing statement, one message for all of us from you.
I'm, sitting with 2 youngsters, and so I'm really inspired by them. So my message to all the young people who are listening in: believe in your power, believe in your agency to make a change and make a positive change. And if only we could start, like Vaishnavi said, listening to and understanding the other people's context, this world would be a much, much better place to live. And it is in your power to make that change. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Yeah, and with this hope that we all are able to leave a better world for our children and the coming generations. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for watching.